They say celebrity deaths come in threes, guys. Actually, two people say that, but it is a thing two people say. So this week, what do we got? Bill Walton.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The guy who made Super Size Me.
The Super Size Me guy. Okay. And Ben?
And I think one of the guitarists from Train. But I didn't know if it was Coltrane or any train.
All trains
of
are
those
horrible.
I don't know any good trains.
Adam, are you okay? Shouldn't you be wearing a head wrap? Pretty
No,
soon.
they look natural, don't they? My hair plugs, Joe. My hair plugs.
I forgot about that.
Joe's like, what are you talking about?
I didn't know what you're talking about. Forgot about it. I think
last week Adam missed the podcast. He had to go out for hair plugs.
I was going to say, we got a message from someone who had hair plugs and they really wished you the best, Adam. They were concerned about you.
Very kind.
Well, yeah, Bill Walton died. That's actually a huge name in sports that everybody's been talking about. Everybody's sharing Bill Walton stories, which is torture for me because I have always hated Bill Walton. I can't stand him.
I don't care about Bill Walton.
If he is officiating, not officiating, if he's announcing a game, I mute it. I can't stand hearing that guy talk.
No way he announces games.
All the time. College games, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
He's done a BYU game
All he does is tell stories the whole time. You don't actually know what's going on in the game because he's just telling these stupid stories.
He doesn't score.
Oh, so it's if one of our wives were officiating.
Yeah.
No.
Calling a game? Yeah.
Calling a game.
Well, welcome to the That's funny, man. Welcome to the Darwin Awards podcast. We're all three back together again.
Joe, does your wife listen to the podcast?
I don't know. She never makes comments about it to me anymore. So.
She comments from the other room, but she never listens to it? What?
She listens while we're recording from the other room.
That's it. My wife is the only wife that listens, I guess, to the podcast. She must be bored.
I love my wife.
She's like, I don't want to know what Ben's saying.
She's just not listening. Okay, so last week's episode, we had a man dying taking pictures of a moose and her calves. We had a man who died doing Chinese chin hanging exercise. We had the man who fell from a parking garage. And then we had the TikTok rapper who shot himself in the head on accident. We chose the chin hanging exercise. Adam, did you happen to listen to last week's episode?
Oh, I did. That was hilarious.
What was your choice?
The chin man. Yep.
That's not how we talk about Asian Asian
not
people,
what-
Adam.
That's what it sounded like.
The everybody who voted on the polls on Spotify and on the Patreon also voted for the chin hanging exerciser. So he was a pretty unanimous Darwin Award death. And he'll probably end up, I would guess, in the top 10 of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe.
I couldn't find crap this week until
And that's why I shared a
You
bunch of stories with
could
you
or
both.
couldn't
because
find crap.
couldn't
So
find
you
crap.
did find. So you didn't find any crap. Found
Adam,
good
welcome
things.
to English. Okay, people say things. Okay, who goes first this week? By the way,
Well, we discussed it before we started this
Yeah,
podcast.
I
I will be
forgot.
going first.
It's not me.
Ben.
I'm second.
oh wow, okay.
Sometimes I can't tell if you are dumb or if you're playing dumb.
He's playing
I know
dumb.
I know we play dumb on this podcast.
No.
Sometimes
he
you
is
do a
dumb.
really great job, Oscar-worthy.
He just is a good host and tries to lead us to the next segment. Whose turn is it to go first? I
It's
know we talked
exactly
about
what
it
I'm doing.
5 minutes ago, but here we go.
And sometimes
All right,
I'll ask
well,
questions setting Ben up for like responses, and he'll be like, "Of course not," and he gets all like ticked off. And you're like, "Bro, I'm just trying to like."
It's a balance. It's a dynamic that we have. And my story comes out of Mexico, and this is it says the Lima district. You guys familiar with that?
I know Lima is not in Mexico, but okay.
I know Lima, Peru.
Yeah, I often mistake.
Do you just assume that everything is Mexico
Yeah.
if it's in Spanish?
Was it last week your story out of Mexico or something?
It ended up being
Was that
Brazil.
Brazil.
Haven't we learned this by now? If my article's in Spanish, they're from Mexico.
It's just Mexico. Yeah.
Dude, this is Peru. Yeah, this is Peru,
Yeah.
Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Peru.
Sorry.
This is I searched in Portuguese, so
What
that. I searched.
they speak Spanish in Peru, Ben.
I don't know where this is from.
Here
Well, that
we
was loud. Sorry if I just blew out some eardrums there, guys. Let's see. This is located in Separadora Industrial Avenue in La Molina. These were thieves. A thief and his friend entered his residence to steal some stuff. Okay, so one of the guys entered the establishment, or not the establishment, the residence, and was able to get out of it too. So his accomplice. And the second guy is the guy trying to steal a bike.
Oh, e-bike? Normal bike.
Just a normal bike.
A Schwinn?
Just
Is
a
it
regular bike.
Yeah, Joe, I actually sent you this article if you can pull
What
it
did
up.
we have
There's
as
a video.
kids? What was the cool brand? Husky or something?
The criminal climbed the garage of the house around 12 or 2:30 in the morning and took a bicycle, but he lost control and he got hurt on these iron spikes you see here.
Video. Oh no. What's he doing here? He's climbing down onto the grass.
You don't ever see him get poked at.
Is he
him,
wearing
but
a
he gets
skirt?
he gets poked in his upper body. He lands on those spikes the first time going up.
Oh no.
I see some spikes. Are the spikes that are on the right? Are those the ones up there?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
He's
those
trying to
are-
throw
on
a
the
bike
top.
over.
On the top of the gate. Yeah.
And his friend is on the other side of the gate.
Oh, here
He
he goes
already
with the
got
bike.
over.
Oh, the bike.
Yeah.
Oh,
And his
okay.
friend is
How does he get the
trying-
bike through?
He throws it up. You'll see. His friend is trying to navigate him, like, dude, go this way.
Wow. Look at him go.
I don't know in this shot if he has already been stabbed in his upper chest or not.
No, he can't have been.
No. He's climbing.
no.
just fine.
He went up and fell and got stabbed and came back down. And then he went up a second time.
I feel like we're going to watch a man die right now, Ben.
Oh no.
You're not. You're
Oh,
not.
they paused it. Okay.
Despite the deep wound, the criminal went back down to the house to try to get the bicycle back up again, but he couldn't find a way to do it. And even though his accomplice was outside the garage trying to guide him,
That's just a replay.
the badly injured criminal climbed up the side of the spikes and became trapped again.
Yikes.
Upon observing this, his accomplice fled. All right, maybe you're on your own.
That's great.
It's karma. The video makes it great. He's a sneaky one. Look at that guy.
Oh, this is a better
Just couldn't
video
get back
then.
out.
He's a climbing like Spider-Man down that wall. He's not wearing
So
shoes.
they
Nope.
climbed over this private residence where there are these spikes on top of these fences, which look like you can just punch through. So I don't know why that's even there. And then he climbed up, got stabbed
And climb back down.
from these
Did he-
spikes,
Did he get
and then
stuck
tried
down
to get
there?
out again.
He looks like Aladdin.
Kind of does. He's probably just given to the poor.
He's sharing it with this bicycle with children.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
His second escape didn't work, and he got stuck up there. And
All right, I'm
his
tired of
friend
seeing
was
the
like, "All
replay
right,
of
dude,
this.
I tried to help you." Well, it doesn't show the full video here.
Yeah, that's too bad. I really wanted to see him kind of fall a little bit.
Yeah, me too. And his friend being like, "Dude, I can't help you. I gotta go, bro."
You know, I looked up impaled this week, and I did not find this story. Interesting.
Did you look up impaled in Spanish? That's what you should have looked for.
Yeah,
found
no, I
that.
did not.
Or in Peruvian, or
Yeah, in
whatever.
Spanish.
Some poor little street urchin trying to just get a bicycle so he could get a job, maybe delivering, you know.
DoorDash.
What do they call DoorDash?
Peruvian DoorDash?
How does that translate? I know it's still DoorDash, like as
I'm
a
sure
company.
it's
But
something. I don't know if that's
if you
over
were to
there.
say DoorDash in Spanish, how would you say it?
DoorDash.
The word door and
No.
the word dash.
It doesn't work. It doesn't really work. Puerta and then whatever word you want to use for dash, probably.
Run.
Rápido. Corrido, yeah.
There you go.
Wouldn't make any
There's-
sense, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would if you were trying to rip off DoorDash in Mexico. Peru.
I'm sure they already have something that exists. It's probably like a TaskRabbit or something dumb like that.
You're looking at
That's
it.
how they
with this
deliver
guy.
drugs, actually.
Well, that was a good story, Adam. What do you think? Good Darwin Award there?
Yes, it was. For all the crap that Joe didn't find, this is a decent one, I'd say.
Okay, well, I get to go next, and
No, you
frick,
don't.
I
I do.
forgot.
Come on, Joe. Are you playing dumb or being dumb? Just tell me right now. Is that you trying to lure me on to start
All
story?
right. For everybody on that listens to our podcast, me and Adam actually play dumb. Joe is dumb. So this is just not.
Well. All right. I think dumb is offensive, actually, to people who can't hear, or is it can't
What are
speak? I
we?
can't
What are we
remember.
changing it to now? What are we changing dumb to?
Not competent.
Low IQ?
No,
No,
like
you can't do that. It's like saying you got an F in school. Can't get
There
a
are
grades.
there's no alphabet letters anymore for school grades.
You're
What are
like
you talking
oh,
about?
negative smart.
Yeah, that makes more sense. All right. Anyways, so let's move on to another guy who is negative smart. This man was doing Joe's favorite activity, running from the bulls.
Oh, cool.
Oh man, I haven't had that in a while.
Every week, Joe runs from the bulls at his job. He I don't know how you going on the same property? How are you seeing so many bulls? How many are wild out there?
Everybody who has water on their property happens to have cows and bulls out there too. Today there's this lake I was trying to get to, and I had to go through this fence, and on the other side was 2 bulls. Luckily they were eating, but they kept looking at me, and once I got too close, and they both their heads came up, and they looked at me for a long time. I thought they were going to get me.
Do you ever put on your clothes in the morning like, I can't wear red, right? That would
carry like a red blanket with me. Ole.
Joe, you're one step away from being afraid of cows like me. It only takes one time, and then you're like,
A cow charges
Today,
him and he's
again,
done.
I was riding my 4-wheeler through an area, and all of a sudden there was a herd of cows next to me of like 10 cows. I was like, oh, I looked at them carefully because I was like, oh, crap. And then I went around the corner, I went around some bushes, and there was another group there, and I was like, there's got to be a bull amongst these freaking cows, and one of them didn't come after me. I have PTSD.
Well, Joe's one of his bucket list items to go running with the bulls, but so
not anymore.
This story here might change his mind. This has to do with a 57-year-old man, so maybe by the time you're 57, Joe, you can go and run with the bulls.
That's next year.
He died in suffering horrific injuries, it says. Now, this man's smart, though. You know, he tried to do something smart while running with the bulls. Well, I guess it wasn't smart because he died, but he when the bulls were running, he tried to hide in a doorway. You know. Very cartoonish, right?
I don't see the smartness of any of that. That's where everybody hides at the running of the
bulls.
Do
they hide in doorways? I don't know where they...
Yes, anywhere that's not the street.
The door coming. They usually get behind something if they can, but yeah. Well, this man was stuck in the doorway. The bull saw him and came and gored him in the groin area and pelvic area with his... Oh, yes. Oh, he managed to attack him twice, it says, through the doorway. Yeah. Also, it was horrific, they said, the way there's a good picture here of him being, like, completely lifted in the air by this guy.
Yikes. I'm not watching that.
The second gored his pelvis and also suffered brain injuries and all kinds. It was bad, you know.
That's horrible.
But... You know, running with the bulls is like parachuting in a way, or you know, it's just a.
No, it's not. It's
just
not
an
at
activity that's kind of dangerous. And
yeah, I feel like it is like parachuting. Like it could go okay.
I bet more people get injured and die from bulls than they do parachuting.
Well, yeah, but it's a large group of people. Nobody's doing a mass 1,000 person parachute. There's more
fair.
people running from the bulls.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I'd say as a percentage. Do more people die in the running from the bulls, or more people die parachuting?
It depends how many people are actually parachuting. I think more people do run than parachute.
But as a
I guess if
percentage,
you had 1,000 people jump out of a plane at one time, yeah, there'd be casualties.
Yeah, it's true. But the difference is, like, are they parachuting and landing and hurting their ankle? Because I don't think there's been one running of the bulls where someone's not hurt, right?
Yeah, there's
someone gets hurt.
Well.
Right?
People who parachute have a plan, they have a backup plan, and they have a flight scheduled. These are people standing on the street that want to run with a wild animal, so I don't know if there's a comparison we can make.
You have a good point. There's no backup plans. There's no like real thought put into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I imagine him being like a little cartoon character. He's running, and he thinks I can see him smiling in the doorway. They won't find me.
Did he get gored in the pelvis first, or his balls first?
Oh, it was all horrible. It doesn't matter. It's all the bad region.
How old is this guy?
57.
Very smart man.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I won't be running when I'm 57. Anywhere.
He's probably been doing it for a long time.
Do you think so?
He's a 57-year-old. Yeah, it said it was like in his town's festivities, so he's probably done it in there. It's not like he traveled to do it.
He's pulled this off before, maybe.
He's hid in that same doorway for 20 years and it's never happened.
Yeah. You're finally the wrong bull. You got to choose a different doorway, buddy. You're testing chance if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I can read the details of what the bull did to him if you really want.
I think you did. I thought you told us.
Says he as he falls to the ground, the bull tramples him before tossing him into the air. As the others try to distract him with caves, he keeps attacking him now by this unconscious man, hurling him in the air with his horns. The man lands face up on the arena floor and gasping horn / can be seen on his stomach oozing blood.
You didn't actually need to do anymore.
we already
this is
do.
fine. We didn't need to have that level of detail.
What was that for?
It destroyed him. Just want you to know, he was destroyed.
Yeah, we got it. That bull knew what he was doing. Do they sharpen the bull's horns before they're running?
I feel like they do.
No, they're blunt, which makes it worse.
Oh gosh, that is worse.
No, I think they probably add more horns to them.
Well, no, they definitely stick spears in it, I'm sure, right?
They don't.
Or is that later?
They do that later. Yeah, they don't do that. They
don't do that anymore. They just give them 5-hour energies and they're ready to go.
No, they do. They still do it.
Not beforehand, though.
No, not beforehand.
You know, sometimes
they get. I think they lead the bull down to the not rodeo, the arena, the Coliseum or whatever, and that's where that bull comes in. They're running down to go enter that, and that's where they kill him.
Yeah, they kill him later on. There in the Coliseum.
I can't remember what's next. Is it commercial break? What is it we do?
Oh, yeah, you've been here.
We're gonna take a quick break. You idiot! How could you not?
Do my best Josiah impression.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Darwin Award, the virtual winner, really. Darwin Award nominee number 3.
How dare you listen to this podcast? They have stolen my dreams and my childhood with their empty words. If you pay the $5 for their archived and bonus content, you will only be reinforcing their capitalistic greed. This is all wrong. I shouldn't even be here. I should be back in school. People are suffering. People are dying. And the Darwin Awards podcast is profiting from it. All you can think about is how badly you want unlimited access to their content. You would sell your soul for $5. How dare you?
What is this world coming to?
Peace.
Psychotic.
Are we back yet? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Whatever Joe decides to make us back
that's what happened.
Yeah, that's when we're back.
in the edit.
I was listening to Jim Gaffigan the other night, and they're talking about how he out-fats a shirt or something, where he grows out of a shirt because he gets fatter.
It's like all my shirts right now.
I feel like there's a certain weight limit. When I hit this certain number, it happens to my shirts. So I'm like, oh man, I got to lose some weight. My shirts just don't fit. I said, you know what that weight is for you, Joe?
It's now. Whatever it is, it's now. I know that.
Whatever I am right now.
I buy jeans that look like jeans, but they're not. They're sweatpants.
Yep, I have
You
those
should
too.
wear invest in those.
I have
They're
those.
fantastic.
No,
That doesn't help your shirt though.
Yeah, I don't want to. I
Oh,
want to keep
also
the
have-
wardrobe I have. I need to change. Is what I need to do.
Let's do it right now, Joe.
Change
Well,
my
why?
ways.
It makes you unhappy to change. Just
Well, actually, I'm coaching tennis starting this
Oh, there
month,
you
so
go.
I'm like, I can't be out there in shorts and a t-shirt as a fat guy. I need to quickly, get back into this.
You also should never be in shorts and a t-shirt.
Well, as a tennis coach, it's freaking hot out there. What would you wear?
Well, yeah,
I mean, at
yeah,
your
wear a dress
age, I don't
shirt.
know. I would.
What would you wear, Ben? Come on, tell us. Playing tennis.
A
What do you
collared shirt, Joe. A polo and khakis.
wear? It's 90 out there wearing khakis and a tie.
I wouldn't be
Like a
coaching tennis. Is
basketball
my
coach.
answer to you.
Whatever they wear in the movies, that's you.
Well, then your fashion choice is yours.
Well, okay.
Well,
I gotta tell you, I'm
Ben's turn.
Why not just wear like a
Joe's
wife
turn?
beater out there?
Oh, you'd really.
Is that what that's what you still call them, right? No tank tops.
No, I think
no,
they're
that's
just,
insensitive.
yeah.
It's a
they're
wife
very- neglect.
lover.
Greeter.
Neglector. Wife greeter. Wearing my wife greeter. I'm gonna start calling it that. I gotta tell you, of all the bands in the whole world,
Train is the worst.
the one that would least disappoint me if somebody died from it's Train.
Or Creed.
I can't even
bringing a Train
explain
story?
why I hate Train so much, but whenever a Train song comes on, I'm like, ugh, I can't stand
Is it the same thing as you two?
No, I'll listen to
couple.
I'll listen to Joshua Tree every day. I don't care
Of
about
course
that.
you. Of course you will.
Joshua Tree is one of the great albums
Yeah.
of all time.
take that back immediately before
Joshua
we
Tree
lose
is
this
arguably
podcast.
the best album ever made, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, anyway,
If you listen to the Sleepless in Seattle soundtrack,
that one's pretty good. That one's good. I mean,
All right. All right, this next story comes out of Jharkhand.
oh, India. Yeah,
I believe that it is in India.
northern India.
The man who
Kinda
wrote
by
it is named Praveen Kumar.
I
And
don't
so
know him, but
I'm assuming that it's in Sagbaganji, which is in the district of Jharkhand. So this man is an 18-year-old, and his name is Tausif.
You're nailing all of these names.
yeah, you're
Everything
really killing it.
He decided to jump from a very high cliff, 100 feet, into a lake, a quarry.
That is
lake.
tall. How many stories would you say? Is that like 4 stories?
That's 10.
5?
Isn't it?
That's 10 stories, right?
So it's
Or
10
like
foot-
10?
9.
I think
It's
10
like
foot to a
9.
story.
If
Yeah, like 9.
if your ceilings are
Yeah,
10 feet
like 9.
tall,
In India, it's like 12 stories or 14.
Wow. Is that like a short joke?
metric system.
This gentleman was making an Instagram reel. That's what they're saying.
I don't feel like 100
I love
feet
reels.
is that high to jump, like if you're cliff diving.
100 feet
it
is tall.
It is
And-
high.
Come on, you don't even, heights, Ben. You wouldn't jump off your roof into water.
Yeah, I don't even like going upstairs.
When we were
Yeah.
kids, you jumped at Camp Lake when we were kids, right?
That was like
Yeah.
20.
That's like 20
No,
feet. Yeah,
no,
like
that's
20,
like-
25.
that was like 40.
No,
Not
it was
even
like
close.
20.
Not even close to 40 feet. It's not. It wasn't quite 30. I know that. Because I remember going up on a 30-foot thing once that I knew was measured 30 feet, and I was like, frick, this is high. It wasn't as high as Camp Lake. If you think you're going to look up how tall the cliff is at Camp Lake, it's not going to work, guys. So don't even bother. Nobody
work.
knows the height of that.
The roof at Aaron's old house, how tall was that we throw stuff off of?
That's probably 20 feet.
20 feet, maybe.
No,
maybe-
that's 30.
Oh, it's
Well, you know,
not,
this
it's a
doesn't
30
matter.
foot tall house.
Well, 100 feet is very high, and you're likely to die from 100 feet if you land wrong. You can survive it if you land correctly. This guy did not land correctly. I really want to share the volume on this because he yells something as he's diving. I want you guys to actually hear it. So.
Oh, that dude's gonna run and jump, it looks like, maybe? Instagram reel.
He doesn't even look dressed for the part.
He does look a little short.
He's wearing joggers and
Oh, man, they're actually filming.
he looks very short.
Must be filming off of a Samsung.
What is
going on?
What? Can you even make that clip? He's not gonna make
He can.
That's not pause the video right here. Pause it.
What?
You didn't have to pause it there.
You wanted me to pause it at the moment he's yelling Allahu Akbar?
No, I just
He's gonna say it's
video-
not tall. Ben said it's not tall.
It is.
the video is so distorted that
Makes
it's
it look.
shrunken the man a bunch, and it
Yeah.
looks like he's gonna have to jump a football field to make it to the.
That's what I was saying. He
edge
looks
of
like
that.
looks like he's not gonna make the water.
He's gonna make it, guys. Just watch, okay? He's gonna make it. Watch. Listen to him yell again.
Oh, what?
Wow.
He jumped in like
What?
belly flop, dude.
He's swimming.
Yeah, he's swimming.
He's
The swimming doesn't last for very long.
And now he's dead. Now he's
Okay.
floating.
Watch how long this video is. It's another 3 minutes.
No, I don't really want to watch you guys
Oh,
drown. I'm okay.
come on.
He's gone now.
He disappeared. And no one's. Everyone's stopped
Whoa,
cheering.
okay, jeez.
Oh, wow, Joe. Easy there. Wow.
I like
Okay.
when he yells Allahu Akbar as he's jumping.
Yes, we heard that. Well, he got
Well,
some air, dude.
yeah, he
did. you
did.
see that guy fly? He got
God
some air.
is great. So okay,
what
you're doing this
I'm
on
control
purpose.
Ben.
I suggested we don't put this in the podcast, that part, and Joe said that'd be fine, and so he does it like 9 times.
Ben, let me tell you, I looked while we were watching this video. I googled what is about 100 feet tall. 2 things here that come right at the back: a blue whale, if you can imagine that.
That's sideways.
Yeah, I've never seen one in
Two
person, so I don't- I
megalodons,
can't really.
whatever that is, dinosaurs. I don't know.
These are things I cannot relate to.
2 shipping containers.
I can relate to that. That doesn't seem that high.
A Boeing 737.
Oh, like sideways.
Yeah.
A Boeing 737. These are all
a big
things that
plane.
we can't really.
But the guy jumped and he was in the water in like 1.2 seconds.
It was a
Seems
good,
like there
good
was more
flying. He looked
airtime.
like he's having some good.
But he didn't look like he tried to dive. He didn't look like he tried to do a cannonball. He looked like he was going for a belly flop.
Oh, look,
The
guys,
reason
there
this
are
makes
some-
this good is because it was an Instagram reel. He did it specifically for Instagram.
That guy doesn't have an Instagram.
Let me
he
share it with you because on the article itself, I noticed that there are 8 comments. Let's read the comments on this article. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
There are going to be 8 comments about Allahu Akbar, and that's what you're trying to tell me.
You
No.
think he's in a better place now? Virgins and forever erections. So lucky.
Wow,
Okay.
Joe, you would look up these comments, wouldn't you?
I must have. Hope he died doing what he loved. Okay.
He did. Yep.
Dangerous trend among teens. Time for social media users to wake up.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
I
don't
thought
know
that
what
said.
means.
I thought that said Shohei Ohtani for some reason backwards.
Hey, look, Darwin
Yeah.
Award. Someone
Boo,
wrote
yeah.
Hey, oh, there we go. Okay, well then there you have it.
Okay.
Wow. You think you deserve the win with that one, Joe?
I think I do, yeah.
Now,
No.
normally on the commercial break, we at least prepare thoughts of what we're going to do in the lightning round.
Let's not prepared.
Uh-oh.
It's time for the lightning round.
Oh, no.
All right, Josiah.
Yeah, right to it, buddy.
Oh, I get to go first?
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Don't punch glass doors.
Okay, this is why we need to prepare.
That's mine.
Ooh, we just gave it away. I have a man trying to do a Top Gun stunt.
Ooh.
I'm questioning what the date of that is because Joe and I did the podcast last week, and there was a man.
Oh, yeah, it was May 16th.
Which Top Gun? Are we talking about Top Gun 1 or the new one?
That was
Updated
8 days
version?
ago. Did you talk about it? You didn't even talk about it if you did. Did you?
No, we discussed it,
We didn't talk about
not on the podcast.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
it. He wasn't there.
Well, you just check the date.
Ben, do you have a story you're stalling?
I am checking the date.
Joe, I'm going to pick yours. I'm going to save the passenger that jumped off the world's largest
Oh, he
cruise ship
chooses
for
mine.
the Patreon.
That's interesting. Oh, yeah. I couldn't tell if that one was suicide or not. I was like,
Me either, which is why I am now going to
Yeah.
go with your story because I know your story.
I'm voting for the Top Gun story because I'm interested.
Ben thinks it's fake news or old.
This is not the guy that ejected on the landing strip.
No, he
That's
didn't
not a
actually
Top
make it
Gun
out.
maneuver. That's not a Top Gun maneuver.
It says in the article, the incident occurred on May 9th. That's what it says
Okay, I
on
thought
it.
you said May 16th. So now
Well,
we're,
that's the article's
we're
May 16th.
weeks ago.
It's 2 weeks, ain't that bad.
Yeah.
It's hard to find articles.
I'm
Joe,
gonna-
I'll bring the glass story then.
I'm going to say as many Top Gun quotes as I can throughout this story. Adam, go ahead.
Yep, here we
You
go,
don't
Adam.
even know Winnie.
Also, Adam
Why
has
don't
the
you lead
last
off with
vote.
one?
Adam has the last vote, Joe. I voted you. You voted Top Gun.
It's over,
Adam
man. We're
gets
to do
vote.
Top Gun for sure. We have
No.
to.
I know Joe's story, so I'll do Top Gun because he just said the whole story in one sentence.
It's true.
This is an Air Force fighter jet pilot out of Russia.
Do we have a name?
Mhm.
Do we have a name? How do
How
you say goose in Russian? How do you say maverick in Russian?
Why don't you ask Siri? He'll probably tell you.
The Russian term for goose is gray goose.
Oh, okay. That's a drunk
vodka
drunk
brand.
joke.
This is he was 32. His name is Muhammad. So I don't know what to tell you. His name.
Did he yell Allahu Akbar? as
No, he did not do that.
Move?
No.
This isn't the story though, because I believe the story me and Joe talked about off camera was a U.S.
Yeah, ours was
fighter.
United States.
This
yeah.
this is when the government in Russia said this was a training gone wrong. Anyways, the incident occurred on May 9th when the pilots reportedly tried to perform 3 spins at very low altitude, mimicking Top Gun.
That's a dangerous maneuver.
I don't remember that.
We gotta have
I don't remember
insert
that. They're always
music.
spinning. What? When was
It's a
that?
dangerous maneuver.
I feel like that's all they do in Top Gun is spin a million times. Like, I don't-
That's all the planes can do. That's fun.
You know, Top Gun 2 was better than the first one.
I didn't watch the first one, but the second one I did, and it was all right. It was entertaining.
The first one was dumb. Like,
Yeah, it was
so
dumb.
dumb.
Yeah,
Let me ask you
very
this:
dumb.
did they remake the beach volleyball scene?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
then I know.
Cat-
It was like footballs.
I'm not watching the homoerotic, playing on the beach with no.
Oh, it
shirts
was
on.
it was, you know what? It was great. Well, they had females too.
Whatever,
so
Joe.
it
You
was
have it
great.
recorded somewhere. Okay, this says the aircraft was later recovered from the water. So they landed in water, apparently, from this. They both did try to inject it. Did not work. One of the pilots died. The other one did survive. And the government is saying it was a crash due to mechanical failure, although CCTV footage says otherwise. It says that CCTV footage shows the incident appearing to show the crash was caused by a high-risk stunt.
Show us the crash.
Show us.
What do you guys think CCTV means?
Closed.
Some camera that was
some sort of
public camera.
closed-
We don't use that term here.
No,
it's
we
just
don't.
everywhere else in the world. It's like math. It's like math. The metric system. It's like that's
like
what they
the
call
metric
everything
system.
else.
It's probably based on it.
We call it ring doorbell.
Where's
here.
the CCTV footage though? I want to watch this.
It just doesn't say according to the data.
Oh gosh, that's sad.
It's the Bangladesh Air Force.
Oh, okay. You're
By
not
the
even in
way.
the right country here. You said
Yeah.
Russian.
Well, it said a Russian
Are you
up here.
Wait, can you scroll down?
Right here, Russian-made jet. Oh, Russian-made jet. But
so
Bangladesh,
bought a
they bought
Russian-made
Russian
jet,
Yeah.
that was probably made by us in the first place.
What
Is
do you
it
wanna
true
see,
that the Bangladesh, right up a little bit higher, they call their flights their jets yaks? The Yak
yeah,
130.
the Yak 130. That sounds actually kind of cool.
That is cool. The Yak. We should call ours buffaloes then.
They did crash in the Pantanga area of Chittagong.
Oh,
if you were
very-
wondering, if you were worrying where they crashed.
Oh, let me read that quote from below. You're dangerous, but you can be my wingman anytime. Wow, they actually quoted the movie right there in the article.
Yeah. Yes, Joe. That's all the quotes you knew? You got anything
That's
else?
the only one I really remember. Val Kilmer, you're still dangerous, but you could be my wingman anytime.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't do it quite as good.
Yeah, you really like
And
that
actually-
Val Kilmer version. You really enjoy that Val Kilmer, don't you?
So I
Ben?
looked up
Is he alive
Chittagong.
still?
I looked up Chittagong, Bangladesh. It's Chattagram. And I'm looking up tourist sites there. They've got the Chattagram.
Wow,
Zoo.
really
gives a
digging
crap?
into this, man.
They
Really?
have a jamboree park. And
Let's move on to the light. Wait, hold on.
Recap.
We're there,
Recap.
Joe.
Let's do a
We're
brief
in the lightning
recap.
round.
Story number one
He's
was brought to
mentally
us by
challenged.
Ben. I think it was a guy stealing a bike and impaling himself on a fence that he climbed over. Good
Twice.
story. Story number two was Adam's story, right, Adam? Did you do story number 2 or 3? Was it me?
Adam's song.
Adam did a story of a man. Do I even have it? I have no idea. I can't remember at all. What it
That
was.
good.
Adam, you see what I'm talking about?
Can't remember
Yeah.
at all.
See what I'm talking about?
He's
Is he
challenged.
that dumb?
He's
Or is it-
challenged.
Ben, do you know what it is?
Adam's story?
Yeah, Fricky,
Of
you
course
don't
I
even
do.
know. Tell me, Ben. You're so
Yeah.
smart. He has no idea.
Yeah.
I knew he didn't know. It's the bull. It's the bull attack.
Bull, guys. The
Yeah.
bull.
Well,
The
I
bull
gave him
attack.
that story. Yeah.
And then story number 3 was the man who jumped 100 feet into a deep quarry. And story number 4 was the Top Gun maneuvering Russian, Bangladeshi, whatever people. Okay, so Ben, you went first.
Whatever people is the new insult.
Foreigners.
It's like oh, those people.
Yes.
You can't say that. It's the whatever people now.
Whatever they are, Bangladeshi Russians. Ben, you get to vote first. What's your choice?
I'm gonna go to the twice impaled bike thief.
Of course you are. You. We shouldn't even ask him anymore, right? Because he just always
It's
chooses
a great
his own
story.
anyway.
It's a pretty great story.
It's not even close to the best story, but okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to say Ben's story was karma with the thief. I'm going to say my story which was the bowl. People died doing that, like parachuting, so not as entertaining. I think I'm going to go with Josiah's story here with the, whatever this third story was.
I noticed you say Josiah all the
I
time.
just said it like that. Just
The Z?
Josiah.
Yeah, he says it with his
I don't like that.
Josiah. Instagram, making an Instagram reel and jumping that far off a cliff, you're just being something stupid.
I agree. Ben?
I just wish he would have said something like "Happy Birthday" or something else.
You didn't like that he
It's
yelled.
my
huh?
birthday!
It's not very. It's not
I told you
share-worthy.
earlier, Allahu Akbar is like what they yell when they're like,
Yeah, it means God is great or God is good.
but for them it's like yeehaw.
Them, this is out of India.
You know, or like
No, no, not for them.
Who says yeehaw? Yeehaw.
yeehaw, or like
It's like what
full
Mexicans do.
send.
Ay, ay, ay!
Y arriba.
Okay, you guys are going full on. This is now the most racist podcast.
You know what?
can-
You should listen. Did you see the comment that I sent Ben that trolled Josiah from YouTube this week?
I did.
What was it?
Joe, you immediately responded on YouTube about it.
Oh, that guy. What did
He
that
was
guy
like-
say? All of our comments on YouTube
You-
are like three
you wanna listen
idiots
to
talking about stuff they don't understand.
That's exactly what it was.
Three
He's
idiots
pretty
talking about
correct.
stuff they don't understand.
We don't pretend to be experts here. We just read news stories that we see online.
Here's a quote, word for word. Three guys talking about something they know nothing about. What a waste of a YouTube video.
As if there aren't like 8 trillion wasted, stupid YouTube videos.
He's like, I watched the whole thing.
I immediately responded, okay, Steve Irwin, the site you're looking for is Wikipedia if you're looking for information, okay? It was the story about the eastern brown snake. He doesn't enjoy humor, apparently. I'm here for information only, and you know nothing about eastern brown snakes, so I'm out of here.
I knew if I brought that up, it would troll him a little bit.
Maybe we should
Riled
change our
up.
logo to the eastern brown snake.
All right,
I need
who's
to go take an eastern brown steak right now.
who's the winner, Joe? Who's the winner?
The winner is the Jharkhand teen who jumped 100 feet into the water. Sorry, buddy. We watched you die.
Instagram famous now. Good job, buddy.
Is it worth it to be famous?
Maybe.
He's not around to enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe.
All I
His
know is
friends are-
about India's stories. About 5 of his brothers and sisters are going to commit suicide in the next few days out
Yeah,
of guilt.
the Indian stories are the worst to Google.
They're just,
so bad.
it's all suicide.
It's the worst. But
I have a story about a man.
We can't advertise because I said that word, by the way. That's also one of the buzzwords.
I'll delete
You're not
it.
allowed to say that on YouTube.
Here's a headline. A man picked his ear with a cotton swab and almost died.
you find the worst gross stories.
What?
I have one about a roof ninja who's been living in a sign on a building for a long time.
Hold on. A roof ninja?
That's
What?
what she's called, the roof ninja.
She's a lady?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the song? What's that song?
I don't know what song you're talking about.
We're not
Lady
doing
Lady in the
no,
Night.
that one we're not
She's
doing.
a lady.
I wanna be ninja. That song is that what you're
That's
talking
not the
about?
song, Joe.
Oh, okay.
I also have a story about a man who's the world's most arrested man.
Yeah, he died, right?
Yeah.
Did he die? I thought I saw
But
that.
I found like 3 different amounts of times he's
I
arrested.
saw that a bunch of times. Was it like 1,200 times or
I saw
something?
1,500.
yeah.
I saw
Oh,
1,200.
look at you both.
It was all like, okay, well, we'll talk about it on Patreon.
It's like 100 times per year for like how many years? 15 years?
All right, let me start the Patreon.
Every 3 days.
You mind? You mind if I bring a sad story?
Bring it. Full send. Allahu Akbar. Yeehaw.
Ay,
Let's go.
ay, ay, arriba!
I love it. I love it. Okay. This is the worst headline. A man dies with